That's fine.
We started implementing it January of this year, the Avive AED. And within the first week of one of our patrol deputies receiving this item, he was able to deploy it.
We were the first organization, the first county in Missouri to implement the Avive AED. When I got into work that Monday morning, there was an email that one of the units had been used that Friday night. The Avive AED had been used within a week of us deploying.
Whenever I did use the Avive AED, it was the second time I'd ever seen it. The first time was during the training about a week ago. Didn't really think I was ever going to use it again.
I owe my life, as a matter of fact, to the fact that they had made this decision, and it was in the hands of Deputy Vargas, and he was trained and prepared to use it.
How it all played out for Deputy Vargas to respond. He was in close proximity to the residents. It was a medical related call for service. He knew automatically to grab his AED, just like how we train.
What's going on? Okay. When the call came out, I immediately grabbed my AED, just knowing that it was an unresponsive party. And at the time, but hadn't been any medics or ran inside the house.
I did CPR, but I think we need an AED.
I got one. Saw him laying on the ground. Another family member had been doing CPR on him already, but she stated that she needed an AED, and just thankfully I had one on me. And the design of the Avive AED was pretty good. It was pretty simple. Just kind of pull it out and then just follow the instructions on the thing. And
Powered on. Make sure 911 has been contacted.
it was a lot more relieving knowing that it was advising a shock. So it was picking up something, having that rhythm that it gives you verbal or audibly. That helps a lot with it as well. And just being very loud. That way, if you're kind of getting tunnel vision, you kind of get snaps back into it.
On the patient's bare skin, exactly as shown.
One of the features when we were comparing AED units was the fact that that information is recorded and can be transferred instantly once we have a medical personnel that responds to the situation, arrives on the scene. We're able to give them that information right then on the spot.
As soon as EMS arrived, it was after the second shock had been done on him. They hooked up their machine and gave him a little QR code for them to have his reading at the hospital for when he did the shocks. We just emailed it, so it provided more of a bigger picture for medical staff whenever they want to look into him.
When you guys want to scan our new AED thing we got, I guess that gives you like the shock, the heart rhythm, everything else that when he put the pads on.
Perfect.
Yeah,
we'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
He deployed it the way he was trained, which again is very easy to deploy, and was able to save his life.
I think I was just placed in the right spot by God, and I was able to save somebody's life.
My name is Don Lee McIntyre. I'm 61 years old this year. I married my high school sweetheart. We have two children, two adult children, but we're a close-knit family. It was an interesting day because it's my mother's birthday, and she's deceased. And so when I woke up that day, she was on the forefront of my mind. All right. I go downstairs and I jump on the treadmill. My son pops his head in, and he's never home at that time. I went ahead and sat down, and I had my knees up in front of me, and I remember feeling a little more tired than would have expected. And that's the last thing I can recall. My son had come in and sat down and was behind me, and I guess he heard a thud, and my wife came to my side and immediately started CPR while Alex called 911. My daughter is a physician. She's an OBGYN, and it just so happened that she was on her way home. Anna came running in and just jumped on me. I had immediate attention, which was very fortunate because my heart had completely stopped. I had no pulse. I wasn't breathing. So they did a good job, bridging that time with their efforts until the Deputy Sheriff Vargas showed up with your AED device when they were bringing me up from sedation. My first awareness of it, I couldn't move, but I could think. I couldn't speak or anything, but I was trying to get their attention to communicate with them, and I was trying to tell my wife DNR. And Thankfully, they knew better. I get emotional when I talk about it and think about it, especially the part about my mom and her birthday and then the DNR, because I think, I'm just so glad it all worked out the way it did. I got the opportunity to meet Deputy Vargas, or I was already informed that he had only had that device for a week, and that I was the first time he had used it on a real person. I kind of jokingly said it to him and shook his hand, and I was like, I'm sure glad that you're a guy that listens in class and reads instructions.
The county is, all for investing in its own people. I saw it just as any other day, something that I, trained to do, something that I'm expected to do if I'm ever put in that situation. But sitting back and looking into it, it is a big deal.
I can't say enough about, how blessed I am that decision was made. And I'm just grateful that I get to, and I'm continuing a normal life. Looking forward to years to come with my family, enjoying those celebrations of life.